Mike, this is a question that we get asked a lot by people when we're talking to them, which is they've got a team and they've grown. So they're big fee earners, they're really good people, now have a team of people underneath them. And what's happened is that fee earner's earning less, it's earning less money. How can they get that fee earner back up to the 100% they were before?
Okay, two things about this. Three things actually. Firstly, very often great recruiters make very poor team leaders because they're good at what they do. They can't see why other people can't be like them. And often what will happen is when things start to drop, rather than motivate the team, they just sweep them aside and go and do some fee earning themselves, place a few people themselves, which alleviates the figures for the team, but it doesn't change the underlying problem. So I think you have to watch out for that. The second thing is you must make sure that when you have an individual in charge of someone else, between 5 and 15% of that person's time will be dedicated to their new employee. 5% if that person is experienced and kind of self-sufficient, 15% if they're a trainee or need to be embedded into the team. So on average, 10%. So what you should do, every time you give somebody to a team member, you drop the targets of the biller, the team leader now, by 10%. So, and it shouldn't go past 7 or 8 at the absolute maximum. I think 7 in a team is enough. So essentially 70% of their time is spent on the team. Another 10% is spent doing stuff that you can't bill for. So their actual targets are 20%, personal targets are 20% of what they were when they were a kind of solo 360er.
Okay.
It's really important to do that. I'll say one more thing on this as well. I would also suggest you explore putting a ceiling on what a team leader can earn in commission for themselves from their own placements. So you can place what you like, but if you go above that, you don't get any commission, because what they should be doing is focused on the team. Get the revenues up from the team, because that's how they'll make a lot of money, because they'll make whatever 4% or whatever of the team will come to them. And so their idea is to maximize out the number of placements that the team makes, not pick up the slack themselves by going out there and picking up some big deals and placing them. It's the common rookie mistake that I see all the times in fairly immature teams. In other words, teams that are just being built and formed.
Okay, so would you say realistically then that if you've got a really good 360, you should probably just leave them to do their 360 thing, let them live their life, and then create a pod system or a layered system, which is what we call it, with somebody who's perhaps more suited to running a team?
Yes, I think you have to ask the question, where are you going with this and what do you really want to do? Often 360s, well, all recruiters really feel that they must be a team leader. That's the next logical step for them. And it might not be. There are ways that they can develop their career and earn more money by using the skill sets that they already have without developing a whole new ones around team management, which isn't for everybody, and it's difficult to do really. And you should certainly train the bejeebies out of them in how to manage. Send them on a range of courses and get them to the level where they understand what management really means. It doesn't mean shout at people, or pick up the slack yourself.
Thank you for watching this episode of Ask Mike. If you enjoyed it or you have any thoughts on it, please let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that little bell so that you get announcements about when we create a new video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.